We're gonna do another activity, which is I see, I think, I wonder.
From classroom to classroom, the subject matter changes.
We made all types of connections on where you guys saw ads, and did they grab your attention? Why?
So does the grade level.
What are your thoughts on this picture?
And different schools face different challenges.
We work with a population that's mostly second language learners.
Still, they are all connected by the same cutting-edge practices.
All right, what are you wondering about?
See, think, and wonder. It's a technique that these teachers learned at the Harvard Graduate School of Education's Professional Development Program.
These thinking routines, like See, Think, Wonder, is great because it allows students, everyone, to participate, because everyone can contribute. Everyone has things they notice, everyone has things they wonder about, and they didn't know that that was a valuable skill.
It gave me an opportunity to reflect on my own teaching style and really slow down. After going to Harvard and going to the Project Zero, I witnessed that time is actually your friend.
Project Zero, just one of many summer programs at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, offers dynamic teacher training workshops that explore how students think and learn through art. Houston area educators had the opportunity to attend this training on scholarships awarded by the Harvard Club of Houston's H2H Initiative.
We've been able to send more than one teacher from a school. We've been able to send teams of teachers from schools. And we've discovered that when the teachers come back, they're able to transform the schools that they're from. And because they're a team, they're able to teach the other teachers in their school.
It has been huge for the students of Houston just to see that their teachers are involved in their education and they want to do the best job that they can. Knowing that your teacher's going to Harvard and bringing back this material, makes you feel like they're invested in your education and that they want to do the best job that they can.
What drives the H2H program is a buy-in from the schools. For every teacher H2H sends to Harvard, H2H asks that the school and its district send anywhere from 1 to 4 additional teachers. The pilot program started here at T.H. Rogers. Changing school budgets have presented a challenge for principals like Dave Musica. Still, they're committed.
We've gone through some budget cuts, etc. We've worked very closely with Harvard Club. We've worked with school budget, and we've worked with our PTO to help fund the process. It's well worth it. I mean, last year we sent a big crowd up, 8, 12 people all together between administrators and teachers. And it's like, okay, now it's one of these things like, okay, we can only send 8 people, so let's choose wisely who we're going to send this year.
From its pilot program origins to its formal establishment in 2015, the Harvard Club of Houston's H2H Initiative has helped send dozens of teachers to learn from some of the most inspiring minds in education.
You get to meet people like Howard Gardner, who's came up with the concept of multiple intelligences.
I was able to walk away and use so much of it right away, and I'm still using it.
Whole lesson plans have changed. After attending the summer program, educators from Pilgrim Academy now use art as a gateway to new concepts.
The day that I introduced Main Idea, I showed them the Starry Night by Van Gogh. We talked about how looking at certain sections of the painting and then looking at it all together was like Main Idea. And that allowed my students that aren't reading yet or aren't reading in English very fluently to understand the concept of Main Idea and then apply it to whatever book that they are reading on their level.
When you go to a training like this, it's a paradigm shift in the way that you approach education as a school. Our culture has changed. I've noticed that students' grades are better in some of our transition classes, and I think that can be contributed to what's going on and what we've gleaned from Harvard.
H2H wants to bring these and other transformational methods to more students in the Houston area.
Ideally, we'd love to actually bring Harvard professors to Houston for multi-day conferences.
By building bridges from Houston to Harvard and back, H2H continues their core mission to innovate, educate, and collaborate.
It's not just about sending a group of teachers to Harvard or maybe a group of professors to Houston, although those are two key components of H2H. It's about bringing the collaboration between the professors and Harvard University and the research that they can bring to bear to the problems, the successes, and the weaknesses of Houston area education.
Maybe the most enduring bridge is the one that leads directly to the classroom.
What are your thoughts on this picture? I didn't say, this is election, this is an election, this is voting. All I said was, here's a painting. Look at this. What do you notice?
Educational practices such as See, Think, and Wonder set students on a powerful course. It teaches in the silences, in the inferences.
Yes, Natalie?
The reserve powers.
And what principle is that part of?
Federalism.
Federalism.
And in the lively discussions that ring out from the classrooms touched by H2H.
What's the purpose of setting that up?
Because we need to help them. They're an endangered species.
Exactly. That's the thing. They're endangered, right?
And the collaboration continues. H2H is thrilled to announce another successful partnership. Harvard professor David Moss, who teaches the history of democracy, has modified his undergraduate class for high school students. Through H2H, he piloted that class right here in Houston at St. John's School. It's a course that will eventually be taught across the country. So in the spirit of the concept you just saw, See, Think, and Wonder, we have a question. Now that you've seen what the H2H initiative is all about and you've had a few minutes to think about its impact, here's the wonder. How many more lives can we touch?